Well, I'm not so sure we're going to make any high ratings, but here's what we have for supper tonight. Some salmon fillets. And they're not defrosted, but we'll throw them in the pan and see how supper turns out tonight. It's starting to rain heavy outside. Spent the afternoon down at the docks and decided I wanted to have something different for supper tonight. So that's going to be a treat. Wild Pacific pink salmon fillets. You're not going to get anything fancy tonight. They're just going to be steamed. Let's see, we'll level up that stove a little bit. I suppose I'd like to have some potato and onion in there first, and I'll put the salmon in later. We'll have one of those. And we'll grab a couple of these, maybe one of these. I think we've got plenty of salmon. Good enough. It'll be a feast of salmon with something different for tonight that I haven't tried. European dark rye bread. So we'll nibble on some of that along with the salmon. Okay, let's let that get going. Get the cutting board out. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see what I'm cutting. Okay, let's change this just a little bit. Okay, there you go. You don't get anything fancy in this restaurant, okay? You get it like it come out of the pan, or you don't eat it all, okay? There we have the onion. Let's get that in the pan. Let's chop up our potato. I don't think we're going to make any national publication for a cooking channel. Nah, I don't think so. But we'll just move the camera up there a little bit. Okay, what? Did it come loose? No, it didn't. This is the first time. Next time we'll create something a little bit more substantial for the cell phone mount. But for tonight, it's raining outside and it's a treat. Should we put some black pepper in there? How much do you want? No? A little bit of black pepper. How about some salt? Yeah? A little bit of salt too. Would we spoil it if we put some garlic in? I don't know. Good, we got some of that too. I'm probably going to get shot by somebody in the comments because you put garlic, powdered garlic, on your wild pink salmon? Okay, I guess I did. Okay. Look at that, it's starting to steam already. Won't take long, the potatoes will be done. Hey, I'm not going to bother frying them with oil and making them brown and crispy. If they're steamed potatoes, it's going to be pink salmon and boiled potatoes. Oh, I think I'm going to like that. Well, maybe we're just going to lay, because this is going to be a special first-time cooking show, why don't we lay 2 of these on top of that we've got in there. And we're going to have steamed salmon on top of the potato and the onion. Good enough. Oh, by the way, we're still sitting in the grocery store's parking lot with the rain that's coming down. I can eat here. The rain sounds just as good on the roof in the parking lot here at the grocery store as it does somewhere else down the road. And we've got 1 salmon fillet for tomorrow. So we'll just throw it back here in the box. It'll be thawed out, but it'll be fine for lunch tomorrow. Well, now all we can do is sit and wait. Galloping gourmet, get out of the way. You notice my coffee maker? I bought that on Amazon because the one that I had that was glass, I chipped the spout while washing it one morning. I'm going to get a stainless one. It's going to last me for the rest of my life. Oh, you know what else I've got here? What's that? If I ever get around to making pancakes, there I am. The stove comes with a grill, so I can put the grill on there and drop my dough on the grill. Way to go. I suppose if we put this up here to get the window open just a little bit to let the steam out, because we don't want moisture buildup in the van. And you don't know it yet, but up there is my homemade ventilation hood for my stove, made from a little for sale sign, corrugated plastic from the dollar store. Hey, it catches the moisture and out the window it goes, and you don't have it collecting in the vehicle. Well, I guess we'll pause this video if that's possible. Things are pretty simple in this lifestyle. You'll notice that since I paused the video, the bananas and the broccoli appeared. So we're going to pause this because those fillets are frozen, and we'll get back to you in a few minutes. I suppose while we're waiting, we could have a little appetizer. Let's see what this dark rye bread tastes like while the fish is cooking. Wow, look at that. And that is fresh. With butter. This is my little fold-up table that's on the bottom of my bed. So I can sit back here. I can sit back here where my groceries are on my seat with my shopping carrying basket, and it folds up, and there's my fold-up table. And the stove is just to the right because all I have to do is pivot the camera around, and there's supper cooking. Hi. I didn't rig up anything fancy. It's just a pivoting arm on the smartphone. And it is what it is. It's not perfect, but we're going to nibble on that dark rye bread. Real deal bakery. Tastes pretty good. Put some more butter on there. Fatten him up, right? I wonder how a piece of cheese would go with that rye bread. Broccoli too? Is this what you call having a salad? Having a salad before your meal? Maybe. I didn't have any balsamic vinegar left, and it was discounted a little bit, so I bought it. You see, it's pretty simple. Pretty soon the pan is going to come over here without the lid. We're going to eat out of the pan. We're going to put the pan back in the drawer underneath the stove. Wipe it out with a paper towel, and it's good till next meal. If you take your cheese out of the wrapper, it doesn't get moldy. Sure, it dries out around the edge, but it still tastes good. That way you don't need anything special, because even if you put cheese in the fridge, it's still going to go moldy. Oh, that fish. Just leave the lid on there. It's drooping. The fish is steaming and drooping across the onions and the potato. What happened to my pitter-patter of the rain on the roof? It was coming down pretty heavy a moment ago. These are the new Rode Mini microphones, and for this is the first time using them. I set the application to separate the two microphones, not to blend them into left-right channels. So I found out this is the left microphone. I'll put it up here on my left lapel, and my right microphone. So as I'm sitting here eating and talking, I've got stereo recording. Wow. I like that rye bread. I had just the regular rye bread last time, and this time I saw on the bottom shelf the dark rye. I'm going to try that. I could eat half that loaf with some butter and forget about the fish. Leave it for tomorrow. Do you see how simple van life is? "10 years. Come the end of April, it's going to be 10 years. This is as complicated as it gets. No, I haven't been doing videos. Not on a regular basis. One of these days, but I'm procrastinating. I'm procrastinating because there's always some more tools that I need. And I know, I keep hearing now on YouTube that if you're over 50, stop with the editing, just shoot. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to shoot this video the way it is. You're going to have to put up with it. And there isn't going to be any editing. We're just going to shoot it and upload it. And see what happens, because for people over 50 or in their 50s, 60s, hey, I'm not going to spend 5 hours a day editing. That's what I see other YouTubers that have a revenue stream happening. They're putting 5 hours a day into editing. No. I'm going to be 77 this summer. I'm not going to spend 5 hours a day editing for nobody. Not even if I'm going to try and make it perfect for me. That's too much work. You got that balsamic vinegar in there? We don't want to miss anything, because look at that. Check that out. European dark rye. I think, whoops, my light just went out. Uh-oh. I guess that one isn't charged up enough. Now, where am I going to put this other light? Let's see if I can just bounce it off the ceiling. I didn't prepare for the lighting for this video. Sorry, it is what it is. We'll do that another day. Like I said, no editing. What you see is what you get. Okay, we'll just bounce it off the ceiling. Not going to be perfect lighting, but hey, it's the next best thing to candlelight dinner. Okay? Oh, and look what we have here. I think I'm going to like that. Now, this light has 3 different settings, I think. Okay, we only need the lower one. Look at that. That's about potatoes and everything. That's about done. We'll just give that another couple of minutes. Like I said, I didn't plan for that light to need to be recharged. And I didn't have a way of hooking this other light up. Maybe we'll put that light up there and just let it bounce off the ceiling. Okay. How are we doing? Are you still watching me? You didn't get tired of all this confusion yet? Now we're going to open up that side window so that when we take the lid off, all the steam goes out. There we go. Out the window the steam goes. And there's the fish. Done. Done. We'll turn the stove off. And I think maybe we'll use up some of this butter, because I think the onions and the salmon, the onions, the potatoes, and the butter, I think that'll taste pretty good. Would you put balsamic vinegar on that salmon, or would you just eat it the way it is? If you've got it, use it. Somebody's going to yell at me in the comments and tell me that I spoiled my salmon. Maybe I did. Put a little balsamic vinegar on one of them. We'll see what that tastes like. There. The stove is out. So we're going to move this over to the table and then move the camera around. Maybe we would move that light over here too. Steak again? What time's this place close? Is the kitchen open all night? No. So here you have it, folks. Salmon, potatoes, onions. You know what would soak that up with the, what would soak that up nice with the butter in there is if we just put a piece of that dark rye bread in there and let that soak up all the juice. Wow. We're just making it up as we go, okay? Yeah, we're just making it up as we go. Don't expect the same thing another time, because I didn't take notes and there is no recipe. That salmon is delicious. I think I'm going to do this more often. 1 potato, 1 onion, 2 fillets, piece of rye bread to soak up the juices, because that'll be like dessert, won't it? Potatoes are just a little bit underdone, but if they had another 2 minutes, they'd be just fine. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 years. Grand Caravan life. Don't know what I'm going to be when I grow up. Only 77 this summer. Seems to be working. I don't see any reason to change anything. If I can keep doing this for another 10 or 12 years, maybe then I should retire. Anyway, check back on the channel. And like I said, this is going up on YouTube, as is. No editing. It is what it is. This is living with no gerbil wheel I do what I want, when I want, and there is no to-do list. Thanks for watching. Take care.